So yeah, we were just talking to Klassia, grilling her about the particulars of, oh, just about everything really. And we have to wait till 9 o'clock to go talk to a very specific person in the apartment. So until then, we're gonna burn some time. So one of the things I'm gonna do now, I'm actually gonna use that pinball machine. We have better yellow stats now, so there's a chance it's not a complete waste of our time.
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle.
The pinball machine.
Load the machine. Let's actually try something now.
Great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats get the game on, Fingerboy.
Interfacing specifically.
Those
Our interfacing
flippers
is better.
are ready.
Alright, read the
Above
text.
the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Wind. The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of... The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls
like
have
that Price is
small
Right
goat
game, but
icons
goats?
on them, and areas around the playfield represent indeed. Think of them as balls.
Yeah, before we also had much less money last time around too, so...
It takes a while to get into
Yeah, there we go.
But
Pretty
pretty
balls lit.
soon, you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
What kind of guy was he?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
Racist
An
mountaineer?
avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent. He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too.
Right.
Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. The maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine. Something glass. The words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky
Whoa, I think
fog.
we just had time skip?
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players.
Yeah, it was funny. It wasn't past 9 when we started.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything.
I think we just had time skip.
Sun is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. Lucky goats. The fog looks soft and inviting. Hit the pads as fast as you can. Maximum attack. Not even a bullet can get through. The amount of focus it takes to predict when a ball goat is in striking range is staggering, but it can be done. Focus. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
It can be done, just watch.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake.
Oh man, it's skipping time hard here. Alright, fuck it, let's fail. Boom.
If you can't even see it, the last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. It killed itself to spite you. There goes nothing, Fingerboy. The machine is dead.
We killed the machine?
The machine is dead and
Alright. Well, that ate up over an hour of in-game time. I actually stole game time, so we're good to go to the apartments now. Now we're actually like running late here. We gotta hoof it. Gotta hoof it. There's a lot of things we can do, but we're running out of time in the day to do them. let's go to the apartments. Up here. Oh wait, we took the wrong. Well, whatever. It's still a valid entrance. Still a plenty valid entrance. Ooh.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
I guess not. I gotta investigate every inch of the world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Beautiful ooh. Look at this. This place is starting to pay off. Ah, geez Louise. Probably because I have a lot higher perception now than I did last time I was here. Someone's watching for one then. Let them watch. We got people to talk to.
John
Bernard
Marie,
Frog, hello friend.
you found me.
It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood, and his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Yeah, we got your hint.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm not going to make things right. I'm going to make them spectacular.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
All right.
Yeah,
Today Friday?
it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather. Even
Today's
the rain
Thursday,
feels
though.
nice.
Why would I
Trust
want to
me,
meet your friend?
You do. That's
All right.
nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Just look
Found
at it.
you.
It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze.
Super Surge, hey. I'm doing good. And Puppy's over in the kitchen drinking some water, I think. Wondering if Persona is still doing that roadmap of content thing. I gotta assume they are.
A man on high heels.
We'll probably hear
stumbles
all
out
about
the
it in like
basement
one big
club.
go.
Music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly.
I gotta imagine the
and as
announcement is
chemicals
Persona
hit
6.
his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Alright, we gotta talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Alright, sick, level up.
Different, of course.
Oh, I actually hit the thing. Yeah, his shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned?
His shirt.
His
His
shirt.
shirt.
His shirt.
His shirt. No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to...
Putting one more in perception. Perception was one of our weakest stats, and now it's one of our strongest, so I want to keep going with that. Who needs to go to bed early? Not this guy. Ugh. I went to bed like friggin' 8 in the morning today. I spent all night playing Pocket Play Free for the video. Cryptozoology is like having animal Bitcoin? Not quite. Not quite. Ooh, a lot of checks here. A quarterly business magazine. Empty ashtray. Alright. Sermonian conical hat.
Six crumbling petals rest on your...
Oh, this is the
Insulindian
flower we got
lily,
near Classy.
called
Yeah.
Mabel's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
What's in its being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. The
good enough.
revolutionaries, so the commoners and the
Oh yeah,
anarchists.
so I guess I should interact
What's
when I was
their
near
color?
Classy. Yeah.
But the custom started in the
I've only been up for a little bit.
so
Yeah.
it had meaning for the Kingsmen too.
That's fine. That's fine. If you like the video,
It's
that's
about
good.
girls
I
and
did my job.
boys more than sides.
I think it's a pretty
Girls
cool game,
sending
so
off
more
boys
people
who
try
are
out
going to their
Pocket
death.
Bravery, the better.
Then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. Yes, but not this early.
The petals, water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth.
Go on your
Inland,
fingers.
above the Martinez distributary. The channel, the wrinkled fingers of...
Okay. Don't get all poetic on me, game. I just want to start my hat. +1 logic. Oh, that's almost certainly not good for me. Yeah. Couldn't care less about blue stats. Ooh. A party dragon silk robe. Oh, but we're wearing the power armor now, so. Yeah, we got the power armor, so that's keeping that. All right, Mr. Sunday
Officers
friend.
of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
Is that Soul's weapon he's holding? Sorta. It's like an Omega Pry bar.
I heard you talking to my friend outside.
It lets me
Very good.
jack in anything, like just
Super.
rip shit right open.
I am here to assist
Like a
you
Jaws of
in any
life.
way possible. Ask me.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here. Yeah, let's fuck with him. Who does he think he is? Assisting you?
All right. Show him the silk robe. Where'd you get this beautiful silk robe
We
from?
got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. That's really all I can tell you about it.
That didn't work at all. What was that? You were supposed to fuck with him, not compliment the decor. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
All right. You actually
I'm
witnessed the
sorry
lynching?
to say I did, officer.
No. This is a break?
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
I need to install super in your set. Yes, sir.
Because I did it?
Don't jerk my chain, paper jockey. You did
What's
it,
the
didn't
meaning
you?
of this? Is your colleague here trying to arrest me?
He sounds almost mocking, saying those words. Arrest
Do it.
me.
There is no meaning, sir. Please excuse my colleague. This case has been a great strain on his nerves.
Back off. Now. This man has diplomatic immunity. It serves no good to accuse him of a crime he didn't commit.
All right. I've been myself
Well,
lately.
I can certainly understand that. That hanging was a surreal play. Everything since then has been too. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated.
How many were there?
I couldn't tell you
Best
exactly.
RPG ever? Absolutely
than
one of
10.
the best, yes, for sure.
Maybe 8?
Like if you say best ever, I'm going to pick Baldur's Gate 2 because I'm an old fogey, but it's definitely one of the best RPGs ever. That's a 10, maybe 8.
I
Were they?
couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
And what happened next?
I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices.
Okay, where are
They
the men,
all
woman?
men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
Yeah, doesn't help. We've gone past the world of delirium, but damn, the French has triggered the nerves the most. Well, this is a very French game. Revechol, Martinet, like... Very French game.
I believe they were
Ethnicity.
mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Aero-Pachas among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was.
What do you mean
oddly
nothing
quiet
happened? They lynched
for
him.
publicly. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
That does seem strange.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villard.
You love the French? As someone who is French, I don't know if I love the French.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Is that official like you doing the Martinet?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
What is the price?
It is the most important thing.
Ah,
It's
clears
the
up
central
everything.
goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément.
Yeah.
That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
2% of.
But not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
Yeah, you're not answering my questions.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. A
me a
sound
leaflet.
monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line.
What is the moral
It's
intern?
the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist
That's
International.
what our cop union's
The
part of the
Institute of Price
RCM.
Stability is just one of its many mind babies. But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Turn to Kim. Are you a moralist?
Me? I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
Ah. What is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinet doesn't seem very normal.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Hmm. Democracy is a meaningless sham? Like every time I'm talking, choosing option D and none of the above, is that moralism?
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
Yes, like everything else is super extreme. I'm living with a bunch of lunatics.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my
There you go,
friend.
centrism.
Welcome.
Wins again.
Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. An ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Alright, why are you here
Ah,
anyways?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Okay.
La
What about this
Communauté
international community?
Internationale is what
The coalition.
Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Normal stable worlds where grapplers the best characters in every game. Yeah, that's an idealism world. Oh,
Whatever
let's
you
talk about something
wish,
else here.
officer.
What about your friend there?
My friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's
And who is he again? Because you didn't say
Sorry.
that.
Who?
Your friend, the smoker.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education.
Yeah, okay, but who is he?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases.
Right, so he's just here to study the arts?
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts.
And the art of?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking.
What are you doing here?
I'm just enjoying the view.
Isn't it rude for your friend to leave you
We're
alone like this?
friends. Nothing's taboo between us. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very active.
And how'd you become
How
friends?
did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced
And no one
to
becomes
stay.
friends that way.
Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. I'm
okay.
all ears, officer.
We got all
do
we
you have
need.
everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again.
Why can't we talk
It's
later?
against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time.
Our
Of
work
course,
is done here.
I'm sorry I couldn't use a break. You all.
Our work is done. Oh.
A weathered brown door. The number reads, something smells good. Soup along. The lieutenant motions
Yeah,
to
this
you
is the
to go
apartment of the
ahead
dead
and
guy.
knock.
Real styrofoam, hello friend.
This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard. Get yourself together. It's just police work.
Hello? Who is it?
And someone turns down the radio. He gives you a short,
Let's do it.
encouraging nod.
This is Billy Majon's home.
The police. A moment, please.
Gotta
give
report,
us a moment.
Tidy
husband's
enough.
dead.
Nervously, there's fear in her voice.
Come in. The
Alright. New skill points. Sick. Should we open a new mind map? I think we should do that. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. These are important enough I'm looking these up. Just because they're full of bonuses, yes, but also sometimes negatives. Yeah, see, like this one here, Jamrock Shuffle gives you -1 esprit de corps. I do not want that. Remote viewer division. That's our psychic. There we go. Remote viewers gives us -1 difficulty to all purple checks. Fuck yeah. Sounds good. It's unlocking our second sight.
It's you from the book stand. Did you
Ah!
come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly.
I warned you about your husband,
Bill.
lady.
Would
It is
like
you.
something to drink? Tea?
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy
The
glasses
fuckatoo told
and is
you
busy
your
cleaning
husband was
them
dying.
in his handkerchief for now. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Alright. Not about the cockatoo.
She just
No. This is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it?
definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place. It's like
Husband's dead.
ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away. without
Impossible.
stalling.
But him is here with the handkerchief. But let's roll the dice.
I don't want to.
We have
I
to.
don't want to do this. Force yourself. Slap yourself.
Just say it.
Say what?
Officer,
Too late. You ruined it. Just say it now.
Your husband's
Excuse
dead.
me? What? What did you say?
She's in pain. She's in so much pain. And so are you. Your chest is burning.
we are very sorry to inform you, but your husband, Victor Méjean, was found dead this morning on the Martinez boardwalk.
Oh. Oh,
I have no other
but
option.
he was just...
He was just here. Alive.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions.
What happened to him? Tell me.
He drank himself to death.
And you just found him there? Lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
Couple days.
She doesn't reply. Her eyes well up with tears. You hear the clock ticking in the children's room.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
Yes.
All right. I'll
You said your
call
girls
them.
are party animals. I'm drinking.
She
So,
can't take much more. Her stomach is churning. Soon she will have to go to the bathroom and scream.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
Is he still there? I don't think we moved the body, did we?
You
On the
haven't
boardwalk.
even taken him away?
No, we have. He was taken to the city.
Okay, it
morgue.
was. Okay.
The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to
I
arrange
can't
the
remember. That
funeral.
was like a couple days
Here's
ago.
his
we did
number, in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still a bit
Sorry, I can't do this. I have a brain condition.
a brain condition.
Yes, you're a total fucking horror show. No, stop now.
Yeah, you know what? We'll just leave.
Again, if there's
Yeah,
anything
we'll just leave
we
before it
could
gets
do for
worse.
you, then don't hesitate to call the RCM, ma'am.
She just nods, distant and inconsolable. The bed springs rattle beneath her as she begins to shake. These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon to a scream.
I'll take it from here.
We should step outside and talk.
Give her the library card, I guess. All right, Kim. Let's have it out.
So, the death notification.
He's avoiding your gaze. This is the time to say how sorry you are about how things went.
I fucked up.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll call the station tomorrow and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about the kids?
There's not much we can do for them anymore, I'm afraid.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case. There's no... And, officer, I've seen worse. This wasn't the worst I've seen, okay? Now let's go.
I really have, he thinks. She was strong. She made it easy for us.
Getting snowy here, eh? God, it's 11 o'clock. Gotta start finding a place to sleep soon here. For that, we're gonna have to go across the waterway. I'm not giving that devil his money. Not letting him bleed us dry again. New checks here. These are perception checks because my perception's higher again. Maybe a sea monster did this? Yeah, maybe. Time's running out. We gotta refill our locust trap, but that's right there, so that's easy enough. So we can get our Insulidian phasmid captured.
The trap stands empty amongst the reeds, powdered with snow. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that.
He doesn't want to, but if there is one more cryptozoological runaround, he must force the investigation back on track.
Hey, this is the investigation as far as I'm concerned. Nice. Is it the old lady that has the bed option? I can't remember. We're like way out over here. Old lady. Nope.
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing.
Gotta head out? Okay,
her
well, you have
chores.
yourself a good night,
As
friend.
she does so, she quietly hums to herself.
Catch you later, Lord Super Surge.
The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves.
You still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. My suggestion is don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
You wash
I
his dirty
can
jacket?
wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour.
Hell yeah. No, we must run around ceaselessly.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yeah,
Well, hand it over then. Merci. I'm proud
oh, we got
of
a
this
fallen
one.
windbreaker.
It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier
someone
life
could
in
stay
your
around here.
stay. Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How
I
much?
won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
This guy Gart makes me give him money every night just so I don't die in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we
Right,
don't have
so,
to
just
give
to be
money
clear,
to
I can
those
just-
crooks.
Have the room?
Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have around here.
Wow, things here. Fortunately, the incremental development hasn't elevated the neighborhood yet. I see a lot of potential here.
Any day now. I'm sure of it. Are you interested or not?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he? This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only. Drinking.
Oh, here. Real quick here, let's see what this new jacket of ours gives us. +1 pain threshold, +1 half-life, -1 drama. It gives us plus volition though. Like this is technically better all around. Wait, no, this is a jacket, not the power armor. So it's 3 to core and shivers versus pain threshold half-life. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Look at that. We're fucking balling. Look at this.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help
What are you doing
me?
here?
No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, and Sadie.
Am I
Sadie's
married
the
then?
No one. There's something about her.
and that was
She's
the other two
definitely
old
not
guys
a
were arguing about it, I
no
think.
one.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Frieder Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. Honored chief and so on.
I was asked to get your signature.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Says wants to turn part of your village into a youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. I see Lillian's name is already here. The girl is too trusting. Either way, I won't sign.
What do you got against the union?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes.
She speaks with the authority of a leader. Hers is the final word around here.
I could convince her. I won't right now. I'm not going to force the issue right now. We'll see how it goes first. Let me see shit. I did remember one of the areas around here says come back when it's snowing. Oh, wow. Ooh, boots. +1 perception, okay. Good. Whatever our regular shoes give us. +1 empathy, okay. We'll keep that then. Can't remember exactly where it said to come back when it was snowing, though. Somewhere north of here, obviously enough, but... maybe around here? Something there. Rust-colored water, eh? This is where our party animals are. This quest is something we'll progress tomorrow. We're not going to do it right now. Oh yeah, I think there's a person that's only here at night. If I remember correctly. Oh, could be on the other side of town. I don't know. No, I guess I'm wrong. Must be this side of town. There are certain people that are only there like certain points of days. Alright, it's basically midnight, so I think we'll take our rest. Oh, if we can remember which way we're going. Jeez, please. There we go. We got a lot of quests to be done. A lot of quests to be done. Doors closed for today. Time for you to see. Alright, I'm supposing this is our shack.
Yes?
Oh.
What do you want to know? I'm afraid...
His disdain is clear. This man would...
You don't know?
Yeah.
I assumed you were better still
Great,
than
okay.
an imbecilic cop-off.
Papa?
It's just stupidity.
What kind
The
of
cop
stupidity?
kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or...
Yeah,
the
we didn't ask him
industrial
about like a
harbor.
lot of the basic
Yours
stuff, I
or
guess.
mine, as if we somehow own parts
Yeah,
of the
so
city. Well,
The pissing
sort of.
contest between
It's
jurisdictions,
less a matter.
basically.
I think the
That's why we were sent here
dispatch
to begin
desk
with.
just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness.
Alright.
On the contrary.
That says about me. I am the finest case-solving machine ever seen. I might have supernatural abilities.
He opens one hand and looks at it.
I
Which
will
school
soon.
do you subscribe to?
We're developing it right
Rambo
now. Our
or
ESP.
Jumbo?
Mambo. I have vivid interior. I see and feel things.
It's always good to have a police officer who can see and feel. Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Why did... Oh, God. Even... Sorry, cop. Sylvie's suicide jokes. Roy mentioned suicide. Okay, let's try it.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Dumb brain, I'm good for
You
nothing.
look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
Okay.
The door has seen better.
I'll be sleeping in my room in the whirling. We'll meet in front.
Alright, there we go. There's our big bed. Floorboards creaking. Alright, we got heat in here. That's better than I could have hoped for, honestly.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in. The room feels muffled, like you pulled
Pop
your
off,
hat over your ears.
Like Kim's my buddy. We're not copping
Outside,
off.
it is cold and windy.
What is this place to you?
My forward base for the coastal part of the operation.
Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek
That's
of
accurate.
seagulls. Far
We need our
below
new
the words,
cryptozoological
a wooden
base.
boardwalk filled with abandoned stands, tables and benches, echoes from a long-lost time. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village.
Thank you,
listening
Strange
to the heat
Sensation,
hum
for a
in the
fair
pool.
assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Oh. What could that be?
That's right, everyone of my
On the
race can
table,
become a
you
giant
see a
gorilla.
bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks
Get these
inside
mutton
the
chops
wash
off?
basin.
Yeah, fuck off. Is shaving the right call? That's the thing I asked.
The water reflects back
course it
a
isn't.
vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Agreed. Agreed.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with...
Deep digging around for the source of the expression. Yeah, we're failing this one.
Like the rest of you,
Yeah.
it comes from a bad place.
Not happening. Hey, sick of coat. The one stat. Check under the floorboard is what it told us. Can we, or no?
It's getting late.
Alright. Time
The
to
bed
hit
is
the
comforting,
hay.
if a bit run down. Still,
Lord
you've earned
Gladion,
rest.
hello friend.
Across
Oh,
the
there's an
room,
alarm going off
the
across the
heating
street.
system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Our investigation is going good.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Recorded in you. Forever.
Spinning, tell me, am I dreaming?
No. You're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great, unceasing
Hope you enjoy the game.
disco
I love this
of
game.
the
It's a fantastic game.
mind. The flash. The bang.
Spinning in
The
eternity.
endless learning. On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Behold, there are
we're
millions
talking about
of
the
them
ex-wife
down
here,
there. The first time. The last time.
The smoke in her mouth.
What
it's
is
the
it?
world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
Colors the voices?
All stuck on loop.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world.
I am an
And a
agent of
dress
the world.
book.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin.
For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become
Communism,
some
looking out for
sort of
economic.
world detector. It won't make it okay.
We're making
It
projects.
won't put smoke
Measured,
back
steady
in her
progress, the
mouth.
central way.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Feel the pillow under your feet.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Do
Right.
it for the wind.
Open your eyes. I remember this game gets a lot of rewards. I have to play it. If I know the idea of like isometric games isn't for everyone, but if you like this idea,
Good.
absolutely
You're
play
up.
this game.
Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. Every
so?
day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
What needs to be done?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
All right. I thought I was assigning my responsibility for the murder.
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. The human welfare index, the price of staple goods.
I'll accept
Whoa,
some
whoa,
responsibility.
whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority, like a committee. You don't need no stinking committee. You're the law.
Right. I am the law. Can I just do it myself?
Really, Harry, you know in your lungs that true authority flows from institutions, not individuals. That's the single principle that separates civilization from barbarism. Technicalities. If you want your work to be accepted, you'll have to go through the appropriate process.
And who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds. In Martinez, your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol.
What happens once we've assigned it?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done.
There you go.
through
Sounds
the
pretty
proper
central
channels.
to me, our centrist ways. I am prepared to take on this awesome burden.
Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated. Good. You're
All
up.
right.
Listen, it's
What
a
is it?
suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. You've got to find out who... Whoa, like,
okay,
you don't need no sting, only you're half together. You be a good luck.
Alright. I think we just need the move to get out of here to get rid of this thought. There we go. Oh, hey, Kim, you came to me. I didn't have to go to you. That's cool.
Yes?
Kim, we need to talk about responsibility.
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
Good, we're on the same page then.
If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us.
No. I'm talking about la responsabilité.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stabilité? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
This whole thing, man.
No, I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility?
Absolutely.
Fascinating. And here I believed your recent turn toward moralism was just an act. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villodrand, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first you might need to speak with his young companion. Now, was there anything else? Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean by distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough.
He's simply not. Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it.
Alright, Kim. I'll forgive you. This time. Alright, we got a lot of things to be done now. Perhaps too many. Help sooner with the project. So we got a lot to do with the church. We gotta talk to Titus again. Well, the church is just right up around here, so we'll do that first. We have her data core or whatever it is she needed. We got your data core, lady.
Yes, what is it? Yes?
There it is. Oh, no, in the iceberg fridge said the offsite copy moves safe for place.
A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
The ice cream maker.
Jawiza. Of course.
I have it, but you don't know that yet.
Suliswov Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. And the heads... I won't...
Oh yeah, by the way, we put a dead body in that fridge.
Wait, what?
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge.
Whose body is it?
Body of the hangman.
What is it doing in the fridge?
It's almost as if she feels some sort of ownership of the fridge.
Don't worry, I put it there temporarily. It's all part of the official police investigation.
You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear fridge.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
We would appreciate it.
I got 5 experience out of it. I'll take it.
To yourself, miss.
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell. And
all right, we got the thing.
Thanks.
We got the thing.
Looks like it's the one. Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
Wait. No. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
It's dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. just depressing.
How do you know?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Cold sweat trickles down your spine. This is spooky as hell.
Stop playing with this thing!
Huh?
You okay?
This is embarrassing.
Please be careful. Trying to locate a hole in the world might be dangerous.
I am being careful. Treat it as a mere technical anomaly. Makes it easier to bear. Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
Can I do anything?
Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
All right, you did it?
I found the coordinates.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
So where is it?
There. In the swallow. Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double check my calculations. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Thanks.
All right. Walk over to the circle.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor.
All right, move to the third bowl 2 centimeters away.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single
move the other one.
Some water spills out of the bowl. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up.
So we're about to
from
discover
across
something.
the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place, after all.
All right. What do we accomplish?
Yes, what is
Question.
it? Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
Get this party started?
Yeah. Let's do it. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Why'd you have your headphones on mute to begin with?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it just gonna be silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
Yeah, you're right. We don't know what they're dealing with here.
Maybe I'm just tired.
You just gotta face it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back, and then nothing happens. As Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard, you can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary. She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus.
Damn it.
Huh? Did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find a swallow?
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it?
Oh, +2. Coldo Damamakwa, or Coldo. Oh, I can never say it. Coldo Mamadakwa. There we go. You know what? Thanks to the power of the Coldo Mamadakwa, we're gonna quick save first. I can hear the unhearable, baby. Hearing 6. Wait a second. Do we not have a 7? Two? We put 2 points into it. Doesn't Colda Babakwa give us a +3? Yeah, +3, golden ear. So something else is hurting our perception. Oh, because we're training remote viewers division. That's why. Okay. That's a temporary debuff, though.
Yes, what is it?
All right, doesn't matter because we're slamming it.
Disappears.
Critical.
You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes. It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
What if we just need a better sound system?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
From the stoners? Check your clothes.
Suddenly,
yeah.
a rhythmic
It's from the
walls,
our
causing a
internalized
small
spot.
patch of
It'll go
decorative
away in a
stucco
little bit.
to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Oh, I can help
You
with
mean the
speakers.
speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
Oh, they would if you wouldn't mind moving in with them.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Brilliant negotiating there, detective. As always.
I'll go talk to them.
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
All right. Kolda Mamadakwa once again shows his grace through us. You got anything new for us, lady?
Hello again.
No? No. All right, stoners.
Hi again. So, how things going?
Noid has time. What's the deal with Egghead over
He's a
there?
quiet man. Mostly communicates through music and by being a master of ceremonies.
How do you communicate with him?
He's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
You never talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
We're never passing this. So, the
Yes.
equipment.
What?
With all the
what
drugs.
now?
You have a lot of drugs lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra. I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted.
buy any meat?
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now. Nosafed is the shit.
All right. Next thing.
Yes. What? It
Is this
does.
one here?
Doesn't told you we have a smell problem.
Mixed with a peculiar chemical scent like laundry
He
detergent.
sniffs the air. A shrug is good enough for us. Why say it when you can shrug it?
How do we
He
talk about
nods,
the
enthusiastic.
talk about the
Yes?
church? There we go.
What's the deal?
Convince Suna she's in with you. Move in. One condition: she needs your speakers for a project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of anodic dance music.
All right, you're gonna have to share the space for a couple weeks till our research gets finished.
That's fine. We can manage. We
I can help.
appreciate it. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later.
All right. Oh, we'll see him in a couple hours, I guess. But till then, there's some other stuff that needs doing, such as. We have to go to the Whirling. We have to go to the Whirling, talk to Titus. Oh, we gotta crack down on the old lady for a signature too. Alright, so no matter how it looks like we're going back to main part of town. Alright, old lady. We need that signature. Now you gave me the shock and everything.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you
Sign it,
up at
please.
night.
Logic and reason won't work on this old bat. Better go for shameless emotional manipulation. What's the grandmother's deepest vulnerability? Does this feel like a good thing, though?
What's happened with Lillian's kids, the twins and little Lily?
What do you mean? What's going to happen? I raised my own kids in this village and they are doing fine for themselves.
Yeah, didn't they end up like drunks?
No, they are good kids. I brought them up the right way.
Are they here now?
No, they moved to Faubourg for work.
What do you think Lillian kids are going to do when they grow up?
Well, I imagine they'll grow up and leave too.
You've got her. Now just reel her in.
Now
then...
You have her. Now twist the knife. Wait. Let her come to it herself.
Alright, I'll let her do it.
I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to change anything. But what other choice do we have? I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to... We do.
Well, you
But
start
how
by
do
signing
we
these
do
papers.
Reluctantly,
I gotta go
she
back to
takes
Everett
the pen
anyway,
from
so
your
fuck, might as
hand,
well get this quest done.
Scribbles her name on the line, and
See that you didn't just get us all screwed. I might be half blind.
Let's go mail it.
he's not dissatisfied with you, but with himself.
Alright. I'll talk to her first and I'll head back in town.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer
My
down.
motor car's there.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
I wasn't feeling it.
Wasn't feeling it? That calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
So we should honor our car with a funeral?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty
Maybe
like
I
that
should.
and all. Quite odd. Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans.
Alright,
Oh yeah.
I'm in.
You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the
Invite
wake?
everyone?
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do.
You like the Capri funeral idea?
I'm looking for
Oh?
someone.
Well,
I'm not
how
looking
can I
for someone.
assist you then, officer?
Alright. Alright, back in the town we go. Some cookies over here. Cookies that have not been clicked. Kim, get out of my way. There we go. Dick, some pants? I'll take some pants. Probably not good pants. +1 to Kingdom of Conscious Moralist pants. Moralists don't help my dice rolls, so moralizing on that. Kim. Nose candy. Oh. Got a shack here, eh? Oh, what was this? Old breeze. On, darn it. There we go. Bona.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here.
Guess we better investigate.
Investigate the blood red chair? You're going to leave it alone, Harry. That's what you're going to do. You suddenly feel afraid of the chair. It looks like blood is peeling off it.
I guess my inner demons got the best of me on that one. Too scared to investigate the chair.
All the traps are stopped now, and still no sight.
Oh yeah, we gotta go to the inn and tell him about it. Stuff we seen, okay. These new bottles over here? Oh. You got them. He got him. Jamrock Biker Cop Sunnies. Oh, well. And the bow tie. +2 drama, not happening. +1 empathy is good. Empathy is that we need. -1 visual calculus. Okay, well, I don't care about boost stats. And this is. Oh, yeah, fuck it. We're changing purple and red stats, so the stats that matter to us. So, we're doing it. Okay, what's this thing over here? What is this thing over here? Now I want to. Money is what it is. There we go. Beauty. Let's head back in town. They haven't seen me with my new sick tracksuit. Sure to intimidate them all with it. Here, actually, we got some money here. Let's see what this guy's got for sale.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other guy. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand.
Oh, but we already got the power armor in our shirt slot, so.
Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him,
we're not looking for a t-shirt, unfortunately.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets. Just try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Look at that, +2 dress code, extreme performance.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider.
Nod knowingly.
There's been a lot of interest in that particular figurine.
I've heard about it. I've heard the headless phone rider rides a headless bull.
Yes, there are several competing versions of the story, but I believe this figurine is a more canonical representation.
Sorry, what are we talking about again?
The headless phone rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit.
I'm wearing fawn track pants and
track
track shirt.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the top.
Right,
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky?
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
Alright. Oh, then I guess we got what we got.
Hello, hello. Let me know.
Alright. We got a sick new toy that is basically us. Hey, 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 hey. What are you doing by our car?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Quite the name.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality.
That's right.
Man,
back down.
Certified
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later, on your own terms.
These are my terms. Who are
I
you?
can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and...
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls.
These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
Alright. You know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Alright, so are you part of the Skull?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
What makes you think the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in.
You don't feel very scared.
Are you planning on some sort of danger? A threat? I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Okay, who are the
The
Skulls,
Union
Martin?
does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, we are.
Who's Van Eyck?
Old man, it doesn't matter. You'll be long gone before his greatness is recognized.
A young woman kneels on wooden planks, still looking for something lost ages ago. She's nodding.
Yep, old as fuck.
Yeah, man. It's like at death's door. No wonder.
Enough of
you
this
know
scullery. Those are the jackets.
What about them?
Why does your jacket have that written on it?
First off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself...
What
I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Well, there you go. Why do you have "fuck the world" on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks
A lot of philosophy here on this.
Fucks nothing.
Yeah.
And that, to me, feels glorious.
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Say Kim.
Yes?
Think it's
What
coincidence? Two of us, and there's two jackets.
What are you implying?
You know what I'm implying.
No, I don't. What are you implying?
Are you more of a that or a fuck world kind of guy?
Neither.
Mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I'm more of a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Yeah, we're gonna need those jackets, boys.
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
How?
Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
Boys, those jackets are gonna be Skull Kings in no time.
What? No! Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Not even prospects and already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the Skulls. You're destined to go far.
There we go. Kim's playing along. When Kim's ready to go on with the crazy, you know it's good. Acquire the drip, that's right.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
I want to be cool killer skulls too like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Alright. You offer us jackets like that, it'd be impolite to refuse.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway.
Fuck.
There we go. Got some sick jackets, boys.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with
Alright.
mild amusement.
Alright, Kim, here's the jacket you wanted.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
They're a pair. We could go undercover. Really raise hell.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted cop.
Well, it's good to know we got the pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
That's right, we did. The problem is, stats-wise, I don't think these jackets can match up to our sick track jacket. Yeah. +1 half-life. What does our jacket give us? +1 pain threshold. Yeah, it's just strictly superior. It does say fuck the world, though. That's good. Sadly, our tracksuit's just too trendy. We got a pale driver, too. I forgot about that. We got some tear to pull in. Got not a lot, but we got some bottles, I think.
The tear machine. Your bottles clunked into the
About
machine.
About a buck. Roofle, do you know what to do if you failed all the checks against Measurehead and get stuck? You have to adopt his ideology. And there's two ways around it. You can totally bypass the whole thing. If you go to where Kuno is, like, there's a way to bypass and just go up the steps over here. So you don't even have to deal with Measurehead at all. You can just totally bypass it. Like, yeah, go in the backyard here with Kuno S and all that. Or just break into a shack. Or you can adopt his race-based ideology. Either way. There's at least 3 ways to go around Measurehead. Kicking him in the face is the coolest way, for sure. Well, then, if you failed the jacket jump, you gotta go subscribe to his ideology. Which you can forget later if you want, or you can keep it. There is bonuses to fascism in this game, because it's a weird game like that. Or you can just try to save scum and eventually get the check to kick him in the face.
Swaying to the music. Her eyes.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
You're a pale driver.
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the pale, and now he's talking to everyone.
Yeah, this weird, awful void. That there is no ocean between continents, it's just a white void.
Fine then.
And people who transport themselves
Just try
between
not
those
to
continents
black
and the
out
void go
again,
crazy.
And don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
Alright. Everything is related to the pale. My condition, the case, everything. It's all entrepreneuric.
That is exactly what I didn't want you to think. Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in pale transport.
No offense, but your partner seems like a bit of an idiot.
Republica, a filterless cigarette from Misk.
I'm not an idiot, I'm a detective.
You are an idiot, and you are keeping me here, glued to this rocket. And what is...
Great, fine then. Just try. That is exactly what I...
No offense.
Republica.
Yeah, you're smoking,
Neither
that's
is
not
spelled
healthy.
transportation. Life is transitory.
I lost all my memory in the world.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me.
Yeah, you can put a
remember
skill point
everything.
into it, yeah. If it's a white
Even
check.
things I never knew.
You can just... I think it's like advanced race theory or whatever. That's what I did the first time around, I think.
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never... Heroic doses, Herifia. Heroic.
Dangerous?
Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad when you've seen it all go away like that. Rolling off like the sea. And then come back to this? What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We
How do you
can
pass
just
through
be
the pale?
in the belly of an airship, behind the cell windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it. No,
Lori?
the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. A special will.
Yeah, so what does the pale look like?
Like looking into the ocean at night, in the dark. You
And-
cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
What does it feel like?
Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets in the electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking.
You said we can just become vapor?
Yes.
I'd rather have what I have than have what you have. I'd rather have what you have. I feel like I already have what you have in some way.
They say there's a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, it's a point you cannot come back from.
You can go too
Your
deep in the
mind
pale and
becomes
never
so
return.
radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south?
Motorway south?
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Tarifa, not Pale drivers. Way beyond the established Pale that's lit by radio frequencies and dark, and the process begins. Erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The
at the end
motorway
then.
south is a road no one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance when I was a child. A child rowing on the lake.
Yeah?
Josiane.
There is nothing more to do now.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective. Let's get some air.
Alright. Alright. I'll deal with you eventually, big man. First, we got some cryptozoology to talk about. Real stuff. Well, 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 if it isn't,
Hi, Gendarme.
Mr. Sunday Friend.
Another rendezvous.
You're here!
I am. So are you. What brings you here?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did. And how did you like him?
He's magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Why are you
Friends, I
two?
told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to
What
time.
is a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
That even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Why is he staying in your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view.
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
All right, let's talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
Tell me again about the muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking
Besides
questions.
muscular, do you have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Well, was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
Earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear. Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
What do you look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong.
What do you
but
tell him?
nothing. That I didn't see anything.
You tell him about
What
your friend? Your Sunday friend?
No, I don't think it came up. Sure.
Okay.
Anything else on your mind?
Well, we need to talk to that Sunday friend about committee business.
Oh, a committee. And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this committee about?
Well, we're signing La Responsabilité.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility, as though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast.
All
In
right.
an unofficial capacity, of course.
Look for him on the
Guess
coast?
you will.
What are
Admiring
you doing
the
here?
atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case.
Well, here's to you.
Composure. What is it about you?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing.
Bye-bye,
All right.
gendarme.
Alright. Oh yeah, we'll talk to him too. Remember he was on about the pinball machine.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and I had an awesome
Just
singing
wow.
experience.
I hope you really enjoyed yourself up there.
I did.
Had a cathartic experience. Because that really sucked.
You don't understand my performance. Those high notes, I purposely shredded them to convey a strained, worn-out sadness.
I get it. You were purposefully shit. So original. I'm not letting anyone up there again. Ever. Another thing.
Okay.
Great. I love those. Oh?
It takes a lot of willpower, not
Okay. What is back there?
Pinball
Ah,
machine.
I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Well, yes. Okay.
No, I was just wondering. If, no, it wouldn't hurt to get a little life in it. Yes.
Okay. So there's nothing important there. All right, let's do the real important stuff.
Hello, dear. It's good
Are
to
you
see a
stalked
familiar.
the locust?
Thank you for doing that,
For
dear.
our Insulindian phasmid.
her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Only the hardcore players are left.
Yes. Field work is a young person's game, as they say.
Who's checking the
Morel
traps?
will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say
We're
anything.
doing it, Kim. Once more then, under the breach. Taking on with undue optimism.
That really is too much, sweetie.
No, it's not
Thank
enough.
you for your dedication.
The
but I
phasmid
can
will
see
be
you're
found.
coming down with a cough yourself.
Nicole did Mamadakwa as well.
Fuck that cough. It's not happening. The insides of your lungs are lined with tobacco, a powerful antibacterial agent. You are unstoppable. Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
What's wrong? You seem different.
Different? How?
You're not telling us the whole story.
I'm not. It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but
I am a police officer. You can tell me anything.
you are.
And when a police officer asks,
right,
you must answer.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Or a dream? Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
No, I said you've seen it. You told me that too.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Should I arrest you for lying? You seem to believe you saw it. Doesn't it count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence, that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That, and for years his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong?
No, you weren't.
I think I was.
That's the phasmid getting in your brain to make you doubt yourself.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit.
First, tell her the marriage has been a lie. Hell yeah.
An acorn is
any
not the
marriage
same
based on a
as the
phasmid
tree.
is not a lie.
That requires time, diligence, and care.
And I need to do something good here.
All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
Wrong or not, your relationship with Morel isn't just about the phasmid, just mostly about it.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
Normally when I think about stuff like women and marriage, I feel bad. When I think about you and Morel, I feel okay, so that counts for something.
Of course it counts for something. But we've had our hard times too. I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
I understand.
I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist.
Wrong.
Let us fools chase our ghosts.
Wrong.
There are a million better things to do.
I believe you
with
saw
your
the
life.
phasmid.
A true believer. Sometimes I still see it too. The real memory of it. How it was there. Not the memory of the memory, but...
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day, like a benevolent god.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before
He
we
doesn't
overstay
need
our welcome with
help
Gary.
getting Gary's?
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi
I'll check the
home.
traps one more time.
Really?
Yes, Kim.
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream.
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
That's right. Now have your address just in case there's news?
Okay. It's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
Be careful out there, Lena.
You too, sweetie. Thank you for everything, truly. Even though it turned out to be a
dream. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she drives off. The gas
Find that
engine
phasmid.
quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside the cold.
We should go too.
The skill points will unlock another slot. Can you do two thoughts at the same time? Not sure, actually. No, because we got the power armor one here. I think we can do 2 at the same time. Yeah. Alright, let's go. I haven't talked to you in a while. You got anything to add to us?
The man ponders.
Oh. Never gonna open that door?
A heavy...
Oh. Alright, Titus. Time we had another talk, bud. Time we had another talk.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
So I talked to Claudia about the tape.
And
nothing.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
You pretty much laughed it off, Titus.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
You know what I think? Women are crazy, man.
You can say that again, copper. Right here.
Here we go. Bump it hard.
Bump it hard.
Your fist connects with his. Hard. The slam is audible. You can almost hear his bones
There we go. Now we're friends.
Your knuckles tingle, life-affirmingly. A flash of pain, like slamming your fist against iron. He is stronger than he looks. And he looks like Mahmoud Kazai.
And now you, Bina Claude.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses, then extends his curled fist and taps Titus's bruised knuckles. A bond has been formed.
Ah, see, we're friends now.
Not bad.
I think this is personal for you.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
That's not, what the text says.
It's alright, Glenn. I just thought, I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
You wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
Yeah, we're
I
friends
just
now.
got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
So be straight, Titus. What happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
All right. You're a proper Canadian now.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers?
There we
Now
go.
we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Plus 3%. My rhetoric is a negative. Negative. Someone saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus.
My
Next,
witness
he's gonna
isn't
tell you one
local.
of us already.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
It's Charles Vendrone, a high-ranking official from Rue Saint Ghislaine.
You can almost see the blood curdle in the lieutenant's veins. Miraculously, he remains silent.
I'm a big fan of that one.
Not only his name, but his address. You are a goddamn menace.
So, some moral intern crony. What'd he tell you? I bet he had a dead hooker situation. If he came to Martinez.
Hanging went down real quiet. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Yeah, he said I saw two people of Areopagite descent and one Mesk.
Areopagite? Boss, I think he's trying to save me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were
Said it
all
played out like
there.
a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
Old Shanky messing it up.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside.
Yes, enough of Charles Villedrouin from Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B.
An almost inaudible whisper from the lieutenant. Damn. Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little.
Oh, we got more pluses.
Everyone is afraid of witnesses.
Okay, well, we're going to fail it anyways. So, I just want to fail it with a quick save. I'm going to fail it, just... I don't know, just makes me feel better on myself.
It's you again. What is it?
So mention surreal play, ever asked to cooperate, compromise skill set known. Okay. Boom.
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really good.
Hey man, it's clear you're being played like a fiddle. I'm playing an imaginary fiddle.
No, we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Who do you think keep playing the imaginary fiddle?
I think you're losing it, Fiddle Man.
No. This fucking suicide carny is trying to get to me. This ain't gonna work with Titus Hardy. Put the fiddle down. Or walk away.
He'll put the fiddle down. Put it down, officer.
I do not understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart. The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman.
I sound like a cop.
Not a cop.
Okay. I think my fiddle talk was next level. Well, isn't Twiddledee and Twiddledummer?
Yes? What is it?
Yeah. I bet you liked that, didn't you? Be honest with the character. You didn't have anything to say when I did it.
Okay. Yes. That was pretty...
What? No. There are universal standards of good out there, and that was just complete shit.
Jean, he's not right. Treat
I'm
him
standing
like
right
you
here.
treat McCoy's little brother.
Yes, and I'm wondering why. Don't you have a case to solve?
Yes? Did you want something?
Alright. Everyone's a critic. Alright, we'll go to Evart now. Get that next part of the main quest done. In my sick tracksuit. we could probably dial that imaginary number again. Heck, that wasn't there before.
The file cabinet stands at the drawer.
Alright, we already got the file cabinet we need.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up
50% chance. This is the best we ever had.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. Calling. Calling. Still calling.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is
What is this place to me?
Sir, I don't
Lonnie?
know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Do you know me?
No.
Why not? Why'd I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
I'm Harrier Dubois.
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November '46. Whoa, not a
All
fun
right, what kind of film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
On the corner of Voyager and Maine.
Alright,
a
there we
large
go. We
neon
like our
sign
sad
hangs
movies.
On the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 tiny heels, tiptoeing. Suddenly, you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about
What's all this
any of
shit?
It.
I feel sad about Video Revachol 24 hours.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
Alright. Now we know just a little bit more. Anything new up here? Alright, let's go to Mr. Everett. Give him our coerce. Well, not really coerce. They both willingly signed. They both willingly signed. Oh, money! Thick. Now you can tell me where you found my gun. Not a fishing rod, is it? It's...
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. Now, what can Everett Clare do for you today?
Go over a few details concerning the murder.
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightened by
Wait.
all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
Mail the signatures. Where do we mail it? Put the envelope in the mailbox in the plaza. Oh, god dang it. You know what? Real quick, we'll quick save just to see if we can get away with the lie.
Mr. Dubois. No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know
Alright.
everyone and everything. That just like I know, you'll get it done. Once you stop horsing around, let me know when it's done.
You mean fishing
yes,
village?
yes, the little... By all means, Harry.
Okay, now we gotta walk all the way back. Oh my god. I'll walk all the way back, we do. Did I unlock fast travel? How do I unlock new fast travel? Oh my god. It's gonna be like a minute and a half. I know, Lord Unreal Styrofoam. This is the price of our hubris. Run to the mailbox and run back. Oh, it's always hard to walk down here. Cold does not like it. Alright, it's in the plaza, so somewhere in the center of this area. There it is.
The dented yellow mailbox.
Right
You
there,
drop the
look.
white. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. For good.
Let's go back to YEAHH.
Alright, now it's done. Now we go all the way back. At least this is burning time to finish our thought cabinet, I guess. Two very powerful thoughts internalizing here. Come on, yeah, get in there. Alright, let's go back to Everett. Our mega journey has now reached its conclusion. Hey, remember where I was 2 minutes ago? It's
The
done.
Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a bright future, and you've proven yourself someone I can trust. Someone I can really do business with. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
Let's see this game made into a show or movie?
Hear that?
It would definitely make a good
honest
show.
way. You got the real signatures.
There's a little too much of it for a movie. You'd have to like lose a lot of it. It would just become like a comedy at that point.
Finally, answers. Ask away, son.
Alright, what's the fine print of the document mailed? What's the catch?
There was no fine print, Harry. But I do hope all that construction noise and limited street access encourages some people to move. After a year of that ruckus, who wouldn't?
I wouldn't. I've dealt with like more than that in my life.
Oops. Yes. The noise would do the trick.
And when they do, they will have a good place to go. I'm currently working on renovating the buildings near the roundabout into affordable workers' palaces.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce. Harry, imagine a youth center supermarket church complex.
Okay.
Employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Ah, life. Knew you're a man of the people.
And I knew you were one too, Harry. Right when you rolled into town. I've got the center, I've got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church too. The wheels are turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of
So it's not all scamming with him.
the pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that.
Alright. Sounds like you got this, you got my vote.
Oh, I do, Harry. I really do. I'm gonna make the working man richer than Joyce Messier with that vote of yours. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
A true flash of anger in him as he thinks of her.
Alright. Did you order the hangman killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
And what do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They're trained military people, aren't you afraid?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Yeah. So how is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war.
There we go.
Or, in business terms, a dawn raid.
How many
Or
hours
wait,
do you estimate it would
is
take to
that
finish a
when you still
playthrough?
pay them something?
Depends on
Because
how
they
much
won't
side stuff
do
you want to
that.
do. I'd say 20 to 30. 20 to 30, I think. And if you want to do like literally everything, then like 35, 40.
We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
Oh, the lawyer. Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
How many of you guys are in there?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
How long to beat? Yeah, it's a good website too. Yeah.
And they're all well motivated. At least the ones you've seen.
Are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
I'm digging it, Everett. I'd say I'm digging this. I'm digging it.
So am I. The company thinks transporting these
There's a website for
chemicals in
everything, yes,
bulk
sir.
looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefit, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
All right, let's solve this murder.
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry. You don't get sidetracked. You care about the people you're supposed to protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical.
But I am going to talk to the woman about this too.
Anyway,
They can
let's
fight
not
it out.
focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part.
Go on.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm going to unite them all into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's going to be in on the wealth. And
sort of
everyone's going to pull
communism?
their weight.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
Well, what about the drug trade you almost admitted to?
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a small and insignificant slice of revenue, I'm cutting it. Boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering?
Very ambitious. Love what you're doing for the working man.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because in many
what about
we're way
specific
past
union
specific
members?
union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters.
Maybe we will.
But
What about the
Harry,
gun?
I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done. An
Where is
old
it?
woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
So, gun still with the woman who bought it from Roy.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that.
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
Unstable is good, actually. She will be easier to disarm. No, wait. Actually, unstable is pretty bad.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be?
Can't be dangerous at all.
Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
Let's set up a meeting.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this.
She will be there from 2200 hours.
Later tonight.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Great, Harry,
for now.
great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to... I'm always happy to educate. Very nice, Harry.
There we go. That's our talks. I think we got a level up, didn't we? Yeah, we did. What about our thought cabin here? What are the thoughts we got left here? The motorway south. Hang on a second. Let me check that one. +1 Inland Empire. Alright, yeah, we'll do it. Unlock. Motorway south. -1 big. Who cares? Who cares? My intelligence stats are literally in the negatives at this point now. Not even just 0. So we're throwing them in the trash. Alright, so that's done. So that's later tonight. As far as the gun's concerned, so we got other stuff we gotta do. Actually, wait a second. Let's go talk to Buddy there. If he's got anything to say. Buddy on the ledge.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before.
Let's talk
Mr.
about
Everard
someone.
doesn't really want me to talk to people about
How about
union.
Titus?
Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. His veins are probably filled with salt water, I tell you.
Oh, measure him.
Whoa, he's really something. He doesn't talk much to me usually, but when he does, I don't really understand most of what he's saying. Actually, I don't think he would like me running my mouth about him like that. Once he said he's a dragon to this mob fellow who came picking a fight with some union men. Heh, I think he really believes Jean-Luc was a dragon because he ran right off. Another time he almost killed another guy, but...
That's precisely what he is. Everard's dragon.
Alright, who's this Edgar guy?
Mr. Edgar is Mr. Everett's brother. He looks a bit younger, he does, but a very smart fellow. Very smart fellow indeed. He's away on some union business. Not even in Revachol, they say. All kinds of places he visits. Him and his brother both do when they're on a vacation. Right now, it's Mr. Everett's turn to look after the union. But last year he spent a whole winter in South Africa. Left with the first autumn rains and didn't come back.
Okay.
Sure, mister.
We'll leave off for now. For now.
A rusting control.
Alright. What else can we do? 'Cause we eventually got to go back on the other side of the water, but anything else we can do over here? I suppose we'll just have a quick look around. Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you now?
I got a name for myself. It's...
The encroaching doom is golden red. It is inside you.
If I get 5 XP out of it, I'll take it.
Outside, on the horizon, by your Tequila Sunset. You have been Tequila Sunset for a long time.
Name's Tequila Sunset.
Boyadero.
You see his eyes turn teary with appreciation. He is extremely happy for you. You receive a good, strong handshake in return. He takes a swig from his flask, then offers you some. The idea of alcoholic swill sloshing around in your bloodstream feels fairly unappealing.
There we go. We're taming electrochemistry. I'll pass it. Just go.
And then we might go out together, which sounds fun. But I guess I have a strike to watch. So, anything else?
All right. Got a little bit of experience out of it. Oh god, it's so hard to go down here. We talked to Pale Driver. I guess we can stock up with some medicine just real quick.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath.
That's not as good as our coat.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here.
Right.
I hope...
Better on that front. So there's nothing else needs to be doing in there. Unless Kuno's got something new to say.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Now, what about you and legal narcotics,
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Looks like we're looking at a close-quarters fight in some rundown drug den. Bones falling, hookers screaming. You should use the environment against him. You know how you'd be best off here? With a gun. I'd be the star of the show if you only had a working
we can't get the gun till late tonight? How much material are we talking
like
here?
Half. A
Half
baggie,
of what?
But like in this vial.
That's not much at all.
What you talking about? Half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
All right, Kuno.
Okay. Kuno's listening.
I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Just get in the apartment.
I'm just gonna go beat the shit out of your dad, I guess.
He fucked your way in.
D3 King, hey, what's up, friend? I'm doing good. I'm doing very good.
Go to room 12, first floor and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his...
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
Come on, Kim. Obviously not taking it. We're gonna get drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Kuno doesn't...
Yeah, I don't want drugs. I just want to beat the shit out of his dad. I just want to beat the shit out of anyone, honestly. This is how my character's getting this fix. He's not a junkie for drugs, he's a junkie for physical violence. Ooh. Is that a bottle? Hell yeah. I think one of my thoughts, it gives me 1 experience per every clicky I hit, so why not, eh? Alright. Trying to internalize this stupid friggin' wall is gonna fail.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Why am I looking at this wall?
You have no clue. It's just a wall. Maybe this would be a good wall for dodgeball. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked.
Alright, Kuno, I'm coming in to beat the shit out of your dad. That's the kind of cop I am. I don't know which door it is, but it'll be one of them. That's easy.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity.
Mr. Uno.
It's addressed to Mr. Uno.
Calm down. I do not calm down.
Quickens. Palms go sweaty. The siren of amphetamine is singing you her song.
Oh, we gotta put the cutters on. I think our multi-tool would be the cutters, but I guess not, eh? Where are the cutters? There we go.
A shabby door hangs oddly.
That's how you found where Kuno's dad lives.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Put that shit wide open.
Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere, ready to rip you to shreds with a broken bottle.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
That's right. Now, thank you, Kim. Thank you for understanding. There is no stopping me. All right, bud. Yeah, that's right. I'm just gonna take your money. That's all cool. I'm cool like that.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack.
Lieutenant, I've located the
utility
psychoactive
bills.
substance.
Right.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to some. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing. And don't wait. Celebrate. Blast that shit right here. Take inventory of it once this boring table shit is done. Blast it before you face the beast. Deruita. You're going to need the encouragement.
Regular black jeans.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka. Some towels and a duvet. Some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Look at that pile of clothes. Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath there is breathing. It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. Stop your hand now, or you're gonna die.
I give a shit that I'm a cop.
It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this.
Keep extending my hand out.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet, covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it. It's deep, in suffering somehow.
Pull it
You
off.
see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol. And God knows what else.
Beat the
The
shit out
smell
of you.
of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
This thing even
I'm
alive?
afraid it is. Look, it moves.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep. The bear is trying to wake up.
Let's try to hear what he's trying to say.
The man groans once
off.
again. But
Really?
his tongue
92%
keeps
chance.
failing
Failed.
him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. And then falls back again, limp and defeated by sleep. A loud
Kuno's
snore.
dad?
Well, judging by the
I just
color of
earned
his
you
hair,
a fucking
I would say
quick save
yes,
reload
it
later,
is.
game.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is
Failed,
coppery.
92%. What is
The
this,
light from the
XCOM?
window falls into his half. There's still plenty to be scared of here. Just not what you thought.
Kuno's dad isn't a loser. Must be someone else.
Are you saying a man who looks like Kuno broke into his father's apartment and passed out in his father's bed? This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake. His half-open eyes give him the look of a dead man. But he is in there, and not enjoying himself.
What happened to his eyes?
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight.
Serious damage, so I'm sure he's not dead.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
I took your amphetamine, old man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the... He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash. It was the last thing keeping him functional.
Should we
What is
help
there to
him?
do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Good form.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
I was looking to beat the shit out of him.
The aging alcoholic.
What a rip. Oh, had a blue check here. Weird. Rip off. Let's go up. We'll talk to what's her nuts there. Person is on the balcony. I'll talk to her in a bit.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Oh, our biker boys send their
I
best.
don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
They hold you in high
There'll
esteem.
never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Can I be a skull?
Fat chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
How's that?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous.
Alright.
You bring the sirens.
The bed in the cold room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address,
You've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Yeah, it's not nice, this place. I guess I'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now,
Have
I'm
a real
doing
home?
does anyone in a city like this.
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep.
Alright, so you're a miner?
Yes.
You're lying.
I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. But somehow, it never has. Shoot,
Ooh.
Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
What are you looking
Lieutenant Hatred, the woman.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Actually, yeah, we haven't talked to her since we talked to that lady.
It's where they grow whores like her and their whoremen. Have
Negativity.
you got a crush on her?
Sure.
Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor.
Alright. You're just a lameoid. Not like me.
Remote viewers.
Now that I have ESP.
It is done. You've broken loose from the confines of modern science and into the vault of extrasensory knowledge from exotic cultures. Mankind
Mine's one
has
difficulty
always
to
searched for
all
a means to
psych
break the shackles
passes.
restraining the mind. Some
That's basically a
practice
+1 in
meditation.
every stat, effectively.
Some take like a ton of DMT. You apparently only need to rub your temples, and bam, the ether opens before you, presenting its dark secrets. Entities in the void, making contact. Definitely not just because you're rubbing your temples and talking to yourself.
Definitely not. There we go. Something there.
Is this but a dream? Is it possible?
What's
His
a dream?
strength is now immense. How can any man have such power?
Lord Mizuno Neo
That's
rating.
right,
Tanuki
everyone of my
boss
race
raid.
can become a giant gorilla.
We got a lot of dancing pugs here. I think they're pugs. Or maybe they are Tanukis. I love your fighting game videos. Well, thank you very much, friend. Happy that you enjoy them.
That's right, everyone of my race can become a giant gorilla.
This is decidedly not a fighting game we're playing right now. This is a isometric RPG. But I appreciate that you like the videos. Love the big green dub scenes. Oh yeah, everything I do is either speedy dub or big green dub. Wait, which way are we going? I think we're going this way. Mizu, oh yeah, it is a pug? Oh, there you go.
That's right, everyone of my race can become a
I
giant
appreciate
gorilla.
you showing up, friends. If you like the fighting game stuff, this is not a fighting game. There's not a lot of action in this game. Unfortunately, although not every game has to be a big action thing, right? But yeah, is Gary going
The
back to
door
this
is
room?
closed again. Nothing to do here. You hear someone inside,
Ah.
walking from room to room.
Wasn't that Gary's room? Oh. There'll be plenty of fighting game streams soon enough again when Guilty Gear Season 2 starts up, and we got patch for King of Fighters, and this weekend as well. But this second here, I'm doing Disco Elysium playthrough because it's the last chance I'll have to do something like this before Drive Season 2 and all that. Yes, and Disco Elysium's a very, very good game. Very good game. Gold Lewis is my boy, and I'm hoping for big things in Season 2 for Gold Lewis. Alright. Now we're going to go tattle on Everett.
You're back.
To her.
Good. What can I help you with?
I found my badge.
Love, you did.
There we go. Yeah, you're real proud of me.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
So dealing with Everett.
She's not even asking you anything.
Asked me to
It's
deliver
so
an
easy.
envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where? Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
Nameless Settlement.
I've been meaning
The
to
youth
go
center.
there.
Yes. Yeah, all of Disco,
With
everything's
longing.
voice now, which is great.
Clear and simple longing. Strange.
Build a youth center
Why
here
does
for
she want to
children
go
like
there?
me.
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
Can I buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village. Full of ghosts and ancient memories.
There'll be plenty of fighting game streams in the
Has this
future, don't you
errand
worry.
yielded you any
When Season 2 of Strive
information?
hits, so we're hitting Strive hardcore again. And it's basically going to be almost nothing but Strive till whenever DNF Duel comes out.
A
Okay, open the door.
referral, you mean? I take it.
A real
oh
door.
my. A real door.
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon
Scared
of his
for
jacket
Gary and
rustle
Claire.
as he looks at
My. What I'm hearing is you inspected a premises.
Well, those
'cause
buffs, well,
you
he can't get any freaking
suspected
worse, can he, right?
That it was involved in the narcotics.
It kind of has to be buffs at this point.
And in the process, you turned up some information relevant to your investigation. Only from Efrat, surprisingly.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal.
This seems serious.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Alright. Ever says Wild Pine sent mercenaries after the Union, now one's dead.
Misinformation. This is all because we haven't shared information on the lynching yet. See? Already the adversary
All right,
uses
do we
it
have
to their
information to share?
advantage. Don't let him. Hurry up on that probe. The moment you tell me you're finished at the traffic jam, I will...
She was worried for a moment that she's overplayed her hand by not sharing info sooner. Then she settles down, curious to hear more.
The militant wing organized the
Yes.
lynching.
That's the talk about town. The
This is
Hardy
actually some old
Boys,
stuff.
they're called.
Militant wings cooperating
How
with the investigation.
benevolent. Hopefully they'll help you sort this whole business out, if they haven't already.
Kim is the real G. I hope you don't mean King of Fighters Kim. He's gone, banished for a reason.
While we appreciate your assistance, ma'am, I'm afraid we can't discuss it.
That is only fair. Well, I hope it yields something.
All I gotta
Naturally,
say.
Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip about. Of course, Detective.
All right,
you
what's
can
something
always
here we
drop
can
by
talk about
later.
here?
More lessons
Reality.
in basic reality. Glad
Oh.
to have been of assistance.
Hey, wait, what's
More
this about
lessons
skull?
in basic reality.
Oh, no.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Talk about
of
the
course.
lynching? All right.
Anything to help.
The colonel who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
Oh, Kim Kitsuragi, yes. Kim Kitsuragi owns Kim Kapuan for free. Everyone knows that.
You don't know how you know. It's not written on her face, nor in her voice. But she
You liked
had
him.
Liked is a bit strong. He was the most charismatic among them. He handled all the talking. His departure left a major gap in the group's communication
Yeah,
skills.
his name?
Lely, his service name, a nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did.
How about the others?
One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe.
I think we met the
DePaul
woman.
is a radio operator.
What would you say was his icon?
That's right, everyone of my race can become a giant gorilla.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face.
I can't remember.
That's all right, ma'am. Anything else? No.
He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age.
This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. And Glacier also mentioned it, I believe.
He was Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury.
Must be hard to force your face to move in a new fashion. If you continue like this, you'll have an aneurysm.
Yeah,
Then
Cease
you'll
assaulted a
have-
woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal.
No, the teenagers
That
said.
the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman.
Alright,
I've
so
asked around.
we're
a
working
bit.
on old
This
info at
seems
this
to be
point.
the
We just haven't
accepted
talked to her for
story
a while.
around.
This does not come as news to us.
Last Sunday night, either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later.
I know the woman talking about we have it under
Good.
control.
Then you've made progress.
Not
I
for
am
now.
sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask. Of
Break of
course.
the harbor. Okay, we got nothing else.
You don't have to tell her you met Everard right away.
We got we got it. It's probably been enough time gone by. We can go to the church at the very least. Get that part done. Let's hoof it. Let's hoof it, boys. Oh, wait. There's a yellow check over here. What is this yellow check? $2. Sick. Sick. I guess Book Lady ain't gonna be over there no more.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
They
Cracked
solved?
it. All in a good day's work.
What I
What
crack
do you
exactly?
mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
Yeah, well, the husband, yeah.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
Give me champagne and
There's no
going in.
need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found, right now.
Yeah, well, I think we already told her, so there's that.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Alright, Maybell's ringing, meaning to you?
I prefer the old name, Insulindian Lily. Girls brought them to young cadets when they entered service. Wearing them on your cap was supposed to bring good luck.
This is royalist military tradition?
It used to be. But the communards were fond of them too. Call them revolutionary flowers. Bells of the revolution.
Bring you
You
good
know
luck?
what? No. They brought me misery, false hope, and disappointment.
You stirred up some bad memories there.
But it wasn't the revolutionaries that sold the ID for you, was it? She gave them to me too.
Enough! I can
You
go over
guys
these
always
matters
bitching at each
in
other.
detail with you, Gaston. But not while we have company.
Maybells don't blossom yet, do they?
Maybe on some remote parts of the city they do. But I think you'll have to wait for at least a month.
Anything about man? Okay, well, you know. John Marie,
There's
yeah.
nothing for you to understand here. It is not her death you are investigating.
Okay.
His face is motionless, like a marble.
You got anything special to unlock here, buddy?
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I help the citizen?
Potato seller. Okay. So, not much else to talk about here, so yeah, I guess we're going back across the water. At least for now. I'm stuck. We'll go talk to dude first, because the church might still need more time. He's somewhere along the coast. As for where it is in particular, who knows, but I guess we got plenty of time to figure it out, don't we? Let's check our phasmid traps.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and poor things.
Our big old wreckage of a car. Alright, this is the town proper. Kids. Ooh, there's something there. Primer for small kids. These kids still gonna be all dopey and weird, is that the question?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a
Is
stone.
Lily your
while
sister?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That's it? You're being laconic about it?
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
Broke your brain. Alright. Let's kind of work our way as far as we can to the coast and go up and around. We got these guys. I can't remember anything about them. Oh, where's that check? Come on. Come back to me. Another one of the plasmid traps.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are poor things.
Nothing here. Nope, we still got more to check further up, so. Let's check it. Actually, let's go down here real quick. It could be down here. Another trap here to check.
The trap is filled with dead and poor
Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall.
Yeah, let's check. And embarrass ourselves here. Well, well, well. Wellity, wellity, wellity. It isn't who we're looking for.
As you approach, the man turns and greets you.
You said
with
you'd
a
never
polite
see us
way.
again.
He appears completely at ease.
Ah, super. It's the officer. I was not expecting to run into you again. What brings you down to the scenic Martinez coast?
Yeah. And you helped the former committee. We're trying to sign La Responsabilité.
My friend, if it's la responsabilité you're after, I have good news for you. There's no need to form such a committee, because it already exists. The Comité de Responsabilité de Revachol. It acts as a sort of clearinghouse for coalition activities. To put it simply, they are the ultimate arbiters of la responsabilité in this part of the world.
Yes, this is just the sort of reasonable authority you're looking for.
I would offer to connect you with the committee myself, but alas, I am not actually in Martinez.
What? Where is he then? You knew there was something strange about this one. He's an astral projection, a bureaucratic phantasm.
Have to stick your hand through his astral form.
Mais que faites-vous, officer?
Yes, I was wondering the same thing.
He said he wasn't here, so I made sure he was an astral projection.
No, don't be silly. We're simply speaking in an informal capacity. Officially, I am still in La Delta, preparing for an upcoming conference on fuel oil derivatives. That's why it would be extremely irregular, or potentially even inappropriate for me to intercede with the committee concerning.
And you need to get in contact with the committee.
Yes, you've made your persistence quite clear.
No. You can't let them give you the runaround.
No.
But if you have information of a vital interest, they might be willing to entertain an exception. In which case, I would advise you to contact them via Coalition Warship Archer.
It's Coalition Warship Archer.
You mean to say that you haven't noticed the giant Coalition aerostatic peacefully patrolling the skies over Revachol?
You follow the man's gaze out toward the west. There, hanging some distance above the horizon, you can just make out a strange silhouette. It looks, to your eye, like some kind of long metallic fish. Don't let the paint job fool you. It's a goddamn killing machine, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Looks like a killing machine?
Well, of course it is a heavily armed and armored warship with a full complement. But I assure you its purpose in Revachol is...
And why do I need to go through them to speak to the committee?
You see, in addition to being an airborne artillery platform, Coalition Warship Archer is also the linchpin of the Coalition's surveillance and communications infrastructure in Revachol. And listening, it has the most objective vantage point in the entire city. Not to mention a vast array of radio, photographic, and meteorological monitoring instruments. I find it a great comfort to know there are benevolent powers watching over all, in strict accordance
How do we go
with
about
the Wayfarer
contacting this
Act.
warship?
And this is quite the problem. Very tricky. Of course, the Archer has orders to fire on any unidentified aerostatics that might approach it. So it might be safer to get in touch from the ground. But in that case, you would require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on coalition frequencies. And that kind of technology naturally isn't typically available for non-coalition use.
We need it.
I suppose there might be some way to circuit bend your way onto those frequencies, but you'd have to be one of those techno-tinkerers to do it.
And do you know any of these tinkerers?
Unfortunately not, no. I don't have the pleasure. I am merely a representative of the coalition government, not very well versed in technology.
Actually, well, we do know someone very well versed in technology, don't we?
Sounds like something that programmer.
Yeah, we know a programmer in a church.
Let me just say that I have complete confidence in the RCM. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
I was wondering what you're doing out here.
Well, that's très simple. I was visiting the fishing village just north of here. They have applied for a series of microloans to revitalize the old market. And well, I had some extra time on my hands, so I decided to stroll down here. It's quite peaceful, isn't it?
Yeah, except for all the bullholes.
Is that what those pockmarks are? I might have guessed. Fascinating how much history is contained right here. If
you feel like there's something you could say here, if only you really knew what was going on.
I'm too stupid, though.
I'm all ears, officer. Always
right.
my pleasure to...
Thank you for progressing our quest forward. That is all we hoped and dreamed for. How do I get past here? Come on, Cam, help me. I guess I go all the way around. All right.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Kim, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well.
He is
it
a
saddens him to say his
Bino-clad,
name.
after all.
Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer.
Yeah, see, you know what's
Maybe
up,
some
Lord
other
Frog.
small talk.
It's no shoot, though,
Well
right?
enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
His hands lead the way when it comes to that. And his shoulders. It's reflex.
We learned a bit more about Kim. A little sensitive. Some of the shooting abilities. Alright, this is the boardwalk. This is where we got to come back to later tonight. That's weird. Okay. Titus, yeah, I guess we don't have to check the traps anymore, eh? At least for now. Oh, the ravers are set up. Care books will
Yes, what is it?
Not a paying job, but could you help me contact Coalition Worship Archer?
Do I look like someone who has time for side projects?
If you want her help, maybe you should help.
How's it going?
What? What did you say?
How's the project going?
Hear you! The music is too loud!
The project, how's it going?
Oh, the project! It's not going well!
Why?
There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Can you repeat that?
Head!
All right.
Maybe you can get through. Let me know.
He's the one who's he's like the most burned out of all these kids.
Back to the heavyweight jam. Hardcore. Hardcore.
Say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
No.
Internally coherent.
Why don't you know who killed the person? Say nothing.
Hardcore. All right. Yeah.
Nope.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime, invisible movement of the music.
Hardcore. Ah.
So hardcore.
Is it though?
Yeah. It is.
But is it? I mean, really?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
I was thinking that too.
I am the mic enforcer. The true. Hard, internally coherent. All car.
He furrowed.
Hardcore. Ah. Is it though?
It is.
But it
feels like you should reply with
I won't
the
say
very
exactly.
under the radar.
Okay. So we'll talk to the other ones first. Maybe they got something to add to that.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000. Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
Kim.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
name
wouldn't
club.
build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas,
He does?
Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky.
Egghead has a lot of ideas.
Yakokata! Yakokata! The place to be!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega.
I got an
You
idea.
have? Well, what's the name?
Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean?
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it?
The past is the future, but the future is dead. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
New skill point sick.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience.
All right, let's do it.
It feels
Step foot.
good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing that Andre is doing with his limbs?
What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing. Yes, my man.
Talk. What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But there's a noticeable lack of something.
All right, let's just dance.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange
Not happening.
music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost. If you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen? Salvation.
All right, that's it for now. Crabman back? Instead of distilled water. Oh yeah, there's like cooking and shit in here. Little fucking meth lab.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead. For getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everything
Good,
doing?
I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does. Behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much. And the crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Let's talk about your associates.
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favour.
What's the deal with Egghead?
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean?
Oh, that. He's the party boy. And Nordic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
You don't have to tell me rock's dead. Get disco to rock.
Okay. Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how...
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Alright, so where's he from?
Actually, we don't know where he's from. Or who he is, really.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning. All night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah. It was in Coal City. Egg came with us.
So
he made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back.
Weird party guy just tracking along.
It was definitely Coal City. Because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. You wish you'd been there.
Oh,
who do you want to know about? Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today, she told me about Welkins.
Welkins!
And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic
it's our
idea.
RPG from
I didn't really
play,
listen, I was busy with my mic.
Many
Sure.
streams ago. We gotta level up too. We're gonna level up our inland empire.
The club true, hard, full car.
Is it?
Hardcore.
I say hardcore over and
Skibber
over?
D, skibber danger.
Your cop training.
Okay, so we need to what?
True, hard, full, hardcore. Yeah!
Yeah!
Ski material, ski.
Alright, we're gonna have to like just pick the right dialogue tree to
Hardcore. Yeah!
break through
Spinning out
them.
lyrics since the day I was born, and the amount of lyrics I got is against the law. True, hardcore, internally coherent.
Yeah, what about
Good
the
morning, yeah, 1, 2, 3, Yeko Kata, the place to be.
yeah, what's a Yeko Kata?
Yeko Kata is a
It's onto a fucking brick wall here.
hardcore, internally. Good morning, it's the message, so listen. We're close. True, hard, internally. All car. Gotta
you doing?
get the people going.
I see.
Yeah. We're close.
Oh
True,
my God.
hard, internally. All car. Gotta get. I'm the party boy. It's my job.
I'm also the party boy.
2 on a track. What?
Oh god.
We're close. True, in all car. Gotta get the people going. I'm the party boy. It's
What is a party
hardcore
boy?
Party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style. True, hard, internally, all
He furrows his brow.
hardcore. Ah!
I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked a question, but I didn't.
But there was a question.
He furrows.
Hardcore. The question is,
Just answer
but
the
there
question.
was no.
Oh my god.
He furrows.
Hardcore.
So
is it,
hardcore.
though?
I was thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. The cloud, true, hardcore, yeah! Spin and the...
Oh my god. Do I really have to talk to him to progress this? Just not something I can click? Maybe the other guy has something to say about it.
You got us in, cop.
With wonder in
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me.
All right, looks like I'm back in the saddle. What luck! This three-eyed cowboy is going for
Three-eyed
one
cowboy.
last ride.
Roofle Gold Smile Roofle Minion Happy.
Lord Destron, hello friend. Thank you very much, friend. That's very appreciated.
Yes.
Gold Lewis
you
times will be
really
coming
came
soon
through
again when we hit
for the
season 2 of
hardcore
Strive.
underground.
Perhaps
How
too
come?
much Gold Lewis.
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes.
Thank you again,
on
friend.
the church floor. Estelle, using her contact mic, the one with the large head, is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass.
Did it for mankind, for all mankind.
Okay.
I don't believe you actually think you did it for all mankind, but whatever keeps you in high spirits is okay by him.
Can you use your sign sense to contact the Coalition Warship?
Trying to get in line with the big bad, are ya? Those are some serious frequencies you want to mess with.
Come on, Noid. I think we owe him.
Never too much Gold Lewis, so there'll be a lot. There'll be a lot.
Estelle's right. He's one of us now. Yeah, alright. But if you're going to sync up with them, you're going to need a serious wave generator of your own. You understand what I'm saying? Not likely. Scoped that spot a while back.
Build it ourselves! We built this nightclub, we can build anything!
Wait, we can build a radio transmitter ourselves?
Maybe.
Alright, so I guess there's an alternate way to
Tech-wise,
do this quest.
Radio's not the spookiest thing around. Our part's finding an antenna big enough to align with those mega low frequencies.
An antenna hardcore enough to shake the whole world!
Maybe not that big, but pretty big.
This is easy. Antennas are basically just tall things.
You just steeple the
right?
church.
The young man looks straight up, following the line of your finger.
Not likely to work. This old church is made from pine wood. They don't make too many pine wood antennas.
Ours will be the first.
No, it won't be. There can't be a first to something that can't be.
Why are you suspicious about
Suspicious
everything?
people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called the Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution.
Fair
Good
enough.
call. Not...
Alright, let's see what the quest says about this here. Do know what the project. Talk to Egghead about the Ox here. Okay.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and...
So there's gonna be a specific dialogue.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
All
Here
right.
comes the night! The club, true! It's hardcore! Skibbity!
Your cop train.
So we gotta find like the
Vic
very
Cloud,
specific
Hardcore!
right tree to go through.
Internally, all
He furrowed.
hardcore! Is it though? But is it? I mean, really?
Yeah. The question, what's the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
There we go, I think we got it.
The skin on your back is crawling. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it
And
could
you
be
wrote
even
Suna
more
signal
so.
through your
To
fingers?
the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary!
3.5, yeah.
She uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here. Hang on. This is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the
music? Are we gonna turn it off?
Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec. The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes. And then I'll turn off the music.
There's something wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
Nah, it's only ultra hardcore.
It is, isn't it? I knew it, but how could it become harder core? I know the answer in my heart, but cannot sink it in my head. If this is not hyper, how could anything be?
Wait, I just remembered. I'm the police.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Me being police isn't gonna help us. Alright, so how do we make it harder core?
Guys, there's something happening in his head.
As your mind works, the beat recedes from
So
your
I just had a
ears.
breakthrough.
You hear your own blood pulsing through your head, nourishing your thoughts with oxygen. The rhythm is familiar.
Think harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
Feel the blood move through your head.
The abstract shapes swelling in the foreground have done so in vain. This is a core matter. The answer in the double kick that moves the milliliters through your mind. The dark thud is the source of all rhythm. The inspiration behind mathematics. The hardcore.
Guess I failed.
I know! So does mine!
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Sounds like a question. What's the question?
No! This is the answer!
Maybe I have to internalize that thought before I can get that. Need something else, something extra. Oh, hey there. This is a... Maybe your body can tell you what Arno van Eyck's jam is missing to make it harder core?
You know it in your lungs.
Yeah,
where
there
the
we go.
pressure should
Feel my
vibrate.
body.
In your heart that's alone. And in your solar plexus where the hits should land.
Make the music
So
more
does every
hardcore.
chord animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
And melody. Good melody is what makes it stick.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I thought you would
I'm
know.
sorry. I don't know anything about anodic music. I'm just the party boy.
He feels ashamed. He can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Alright. I'll look into it in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's
There
jam.
we go. Time to become even more hardcore.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches.
Rue de Saint-Ghislain, I've been there.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour.
I knew that! I could have said that!
Alright.
And the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
Does it?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all your...
Cupman!
Yeah, I got the tape with me.
Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape into the space.
I guess I already have it.
Alright! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared!
Oh, this is my
Keep it
sad music
positive. Keep
that I tried
the
to sing and
love
failed.
in the house.
Alright, never mind.
Alright!
Oh, we have our thought completed.
Fairweather T500.
Our power armor thought.
Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles. but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt? Or, personal favorite, frequency something radio
There's +2
weapon.
hand-eye coordination against enemies
None of
and
that would work.
power armor, okay.
You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
There you go. Oh, we only have 1 slot left, eh? Oh, wait a second. Hang on a second. Find the tape with the melody. Okay. Wait a second. I never said we unlock fast travel. I want to remember how to fast travel. There's something to do with the map. Kim's definitely not over there. Because he's with me. Once there, go to the map. The option to click one of the 2 locations in fast travel should now be available to you. I don't know. Press left, right between fast travel points. I just don't want to spend like 5 minutes walking there and walking back. Alright. And you have to stand near a fast travel point. Okay. So then we have to go near the boats. Okay. So that's just down here. And the boat and the car are the fast travel points, apparently? That's what it's saying? See if this is correct. Who knows if it is? There's some boats. Check over here. Some bottles. Yeah, this is actually very confusing to me. I do remember it said fast travel unlocked like when I was right about here. Do I have to be on the pier to do it? Oh, fuck it. Thinking about it's taking longer than just actually running and doing the thing we need to do. I'll Google it or something. I'm already Googling it, but I'll Google it harder when we're done streaming for today. It says right here by the plaza. I guess that was for sale.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help.
All the...
Okay. It says by the plaza. You remember them saying the plaza. There. Back over here just to be safe. there's our tree. That's it.
The hawthorn tree, just like promised. You've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lorries and carriages.
Good hawthorn. Pat the tree.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102. Underneath a slogan, mankind, be vigilant. You tree-hugging pansy. The gnarled hawthorn tree en route is on you with slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unwrapping. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it.
What's the tape for?
Yeah, we gotta make his jams hit a bit harder, be more hardcore.
It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I'd like to think at least one of the ravers will know how to fix it.
You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't wait.
Okay, then I guess we'll do that. Pay $1 or whatever it'll be.
Hello, hello. Let you mean re-spoolie?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I do, but I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape...
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know the church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I hope some ravers turn to a nightclub.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it, no bass. This goes zoot, 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 but this tape can make it hardcore.
Man, you're really invested in this. Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy
we just lost a good chunk of the day there.
With a reel of tape.
Well, thank you for the help.
My pleasure. I'll do what I can for true.
That took a big chunk of the day. Whatever's done. That'll be the last thing we do for this version of the playthrough. We'll give them the music, see what happens. I'll call it there because we've already been going for over 3 hours at this point. We're gonna get them that music and make it truly hardcore. Hardcore as hardcore gets. Oh yeah, kids, we send away your home. Not gonna have a home soon. Have fun with that. You not having a home is hardcore. There we go, old churchy boys over here. Pawn drop me. Oh yeah, we got it. All right, trying to make this shit hardcore.
Denali in charge! The place to be!
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain. Tangled in, he stands on stake. The other reel deck is empty. Here we go. Cables run.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
A hand on his ear. He listens to the audio through.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
Oh, what do you mean?
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Little zoom in.
Wow! Here's that. The signs match perfectly. Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper.
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
I just found a random tape. He's good at remixing.
But what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody? Like a folk song? And you just found the original piece that inspired him to create this jam.
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs.
I think it's just happenstance.
There you
Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
Something mysterious is going on here.
That was right. Must live here. Andre's right. Okay. That's the local folk song
Me how
remix.
it's made. If it fits, it fits. Bring up the volume.
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
You can't just leave it without a bass track.
Nothing springs to mind. Well, the solution down the line, I guess.
Yo, the warrior! The warrior of dance music!
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
This may take a while. Alright. And we have our thing with her, but we're going to save that for the next play. So that is the end of this current part. And we will be back tomorrow.